Today I will be surviving 100 days in Kaiju universe, so I created a new account and spawned as the greatest Kaiju ever, Godzilla. I was excited to start the challenge when out of nowhere a Godzilla 2021 spawned on top of me and began attacking me. I knew I stood no chance, so I did some 360s to let him know that I meant no harm. But he didn't care, and after trying my hardest, he killed me. Wow, we are 10 seconds in and I'm already dead. This is going to be great. And it was because as soon as I spawned, I saw another Gojira. Brother! Oh my god, I missed him so... Bruh, this Gojira attacked me for no reason and I was confused. Maybe it wasn't my brother, maybe it was my sister. So I asked him. He did not like this and continued attacking me. I didn't want to die again so soon, so I ran away before I... What is that? I saw a random manila head floating, so I did what everyone would do. I ate him. He was delicious. I began heading back when my sister chased me down. I was confused why she wanted to kill me, so I said leave me alone, which for some reason worked. I came back to Florida to get some XP and levels by destroying some buildings when I saw this destroyer. This destroyer was so afraid of me, flew away, and I let him know, but this, oh my... Can you leave me alone? Thank God he had the worst aim ever, as I was able to escape, but I was annoyed at him. He chased me down and attacked me for no reason, so I pulled the Uno reverse card and attacked him. I thought he was running away, but I found out he called for backup. I don't think he knew who I was. I challenged both of them to a 2v1, and after using my big brain, I managed to defeat them both. And it was official. I wasn't the king of monsters, but the king of grandpas. I was so confident after the fight, I decided to go to Tokyo, but I wasn't dumb. I decided to stay far and use my atomic beam to get free snipes and XP. When out of a sudden, he came back from the dead and wants to kill me? I was scared. I ran away. I even played it off as a prank, but he wouldn't give up. He wanted revenge. So being the king of grandpa, I decided not to run, but to fight back. Oh, never mind. Time to run. Time to run. As I was running, I noticed he turned his back on me, and this was a bad idea. I knew I could surprise attack him even though I was low. It was a risk, but it was a risk I needed to take. So I used my atomic beam, and after that, I charged him down. I knew he had to be low, and after using my atomic beam again, I killed him. I was so happy. I even emoted. I was so happy I could rest and maybe retire as the king of grandpa. No, what? Who is this guy? Death from Puss in Boots. Why is he hunting me down? I didn't want to fight him because no matter what, he would always come back. So I had a genius idea. I'd go around and around this rock. We did this for a solid 10 minutes and he would not leave me alone. So a couple more minutes later, I decided enough is enough and I charged him, which ended horribly. I lost my crown to whoever that was. I spawned back in Prometea when... Huh? I'm confused. It spawned me in the middle of nowhere. Even the game didn't respect me. I needed to get revenge. I swam to Tokyo and saw Frostbite Godzilla. I wanted to make the Frostbite Godzilla a deal which he couldn't refuse, but a Godzilla 2014 began attacking me. I had no idea why people hated Gojira so much. I did nothing. I knew I had no chance, so after begging for help, I ran away. Thank God he didn't chase me, but I was angry and I wanted him dead. So I quickly came back and beamed him from a distance when I saw something in the corner of my eye. This Jet Jaguar just killed a Gojira and I knew I was next. I began to run away. This Jet Jaguar was so bad. Even though he was faster, stronger, he still couldn't kill me. I just had to let him know. At this point, I was tired of always getting attacked, so I went on a journey to Birth Island when I saw a burning Godzilla. Now I wasn't taking any chances, so I asked him if I could make him laugh, he would let me live. He didn't say anything. When out of nowhere this Gojira attacked me. The burning did not like this and came to protect me. I felt like a king again. I even had my personal bodyguard. This power went into my head. Now I was demanding. I told the thermo, make me laugh or else. The thermo really tried to leave me, but I told him he will regret it. He wasn't saying anything, which meant me to believe his chat wasn't working, so I let him slide. But from now on, he worked for me and did whatever I said. I felt so powerful, I decided to attack this Ultima that was swimming to Tokyo. The Ultima charged at me, but I laughed. He didn't know I had backup. When I turned around, I saw the burning leaving. Bro, this thermo really disobeyed my orders? Nah, I needed to teach him a lesson, so I attacked him. Besides, what can a thermo do to me? Please, I'm joking. It was the prank. Don't kill me, please. Please, man, I'll do anything. I began asking for help from the Ultima that I tried to kill. I hid behind the Ultima. Hopefully, he won't attack me. The Ultima did not care and left, and I had to follow him. I just realized Gojira looked like Ultima. Am I his son? So I told him, I'm your son. And he smacked me in the face with his tail. I turned it around when this Jet Jaguar wanted to finish the job. This time, he succeeded. I've had enough. I wanted peace, so I spawned on Birth Island. I admired the nature, the beauty. I even took a shower. I was refreshed and ready, so I swam back to Tokyo ready to conquer Kaiju universe. I saw these Frostbite Godzillas and I knew I needed them to be my friends if I was going to survive in Birth Island. So I wanted to tell them a joke. Knock knock. They didn't care. I turned around and I saw this Ghidorah. This Ghidorah was very weird looking. He's made out of vibranium or something? Ghidorah from Wakanda? Now because of the last video, I hate Ghidorah, so I attacked him. He wasn't fighting back, he was scared of me, so I chased him down. He couldn't handle Grandpa and tried running away, but I killed him. Ghidorah 0, Gojira 1. After killing the Ghidorah, he called me a kid. Kid? I am the king of monsters, bow to me! I had to let him know, so I did a little trolling. From now on, I was the Ghidorah hunter. They should fear me! Then I saw, Ghidorah riding another Ghidorah? Man, Tokyo's weirder than Ohio. I wanted to fight the Ghidorah, so I challenged him, but after the Thermo used his nuclear pulse, I was killed by a jet jaguar. I was respawned in Tokyo when... What is going on? Tokyo felt like a GTA 5 lobby at this point, but I ignored all the kaijus. Instead, I targeted this Ghidorah because I hate Ghidorahs. Now, I don't know why, but this Ghidorah was scared. He didn't want to fight the king of monsters. Instead, he died to another Ghidorah. I felt so good, I just killed the Ghidorah as Gojira, and nothing could stop me now. Hey, yo, chill, he came back! I was joking, please, man. I tried my hardest, but he killed me. And then he began to trash talk me. Huh? Do you know who I am? No, I couldn't let that disrespect pass. He also accused me of cheating. Remember that, because it's important. I swam back to Tokyo and I saw him. I used my beam when all of a sudden I got ambushed with this frostbite. He came out of nowhere. Bro's doing anime moves on me. I barely managed to escape when they began targeting me. What did I do? I'm just a humble Gojira. I was arguing with this Ghidorah when the frostbite came and finished the job. At this point, I had no chances. The entire server was against me because I was too strong, so I did the only thing I could do. I spawned back in Tokyo and was immediately attacked by the Ghidorahs. Like, bro, this is spawn killing. How is this allowed? But I didn't fight back. I wanted them to know who I was. Say my name. I am the Gojira that killed you twice. Say my name. He didn't care. He killed me. I was tired of getting killed over and over again, so I decided to do a sneaky mission. I quietly swam back to Tokyo when I saw them. Alright, Team Alpha. We got 2 Ghidorahs teaming and 1 burning Godzilla approaching me. I've been compromised, oh no! The burning Godzilla used his pulse, but I survived and ran away. I tried coming back, but I couldn't as the jet jaguar charged me down. He must be working for the Ghidorahs. I wasn't going to die to this jet jaguar, so after a long chase, he let me go. But that's when the big boss came and killed me. I was defeated. Tokyo was lost. Everyone bowed to the Monster Zero. I spawned on Isla de Maro where I met my brother. I apologize. I let us down. I lost the Ghidorahs. A Muta spawned out of nowhere and I wanted to kill him to hopefully redeem myself and make me feel better. I began attacking him when... What? No, how could you do this? My own brother attacked me and betrayed me. I died. This was not going well. I needed space. I spawned on Birth Island and swam to Antarctica. I needed some alone time and to think what I was going to do. But that's when I found it. The answer was behind these doors. That's it! I know what I must do! I respawned in Tokyo and spent the next 10 days grinding, fighting and training, and eventually on day 30 I was able to unlock Godzilla Jr. Now Godzilla Jr. was small but very fast and strong, so after buying him I spawned on Birth Island and tested his abilities and attacks. Godzilla Jr. is so good he can even fart. I was ready to destroy everyone, even the Ghidorahs that killed me. On my way to Tokyo I stopped in Florida when I saw this Muto, and he was cool. We did some 360s. But I don't know how he did them so fast. I left my new friend and continued my journey. I arrived in Tokyo when I saw no one. Huh? Where the Ghidorahs? Tokyo was basically empty except what? Since when did Kaiju universe have Transformers? What is this? Optimus Prime? I got bored pretty fast and attacked the Nutcracker Jet Jaguar. And I'm not gonna lie, he destroyed me. Since the Ghidorahs were gone, I didn't know what to do, so I decided to explore. I went under the water when I noticed something. How's there lava under the water? I went inside the lava thinking I'll die, but it was fine. I also want to take the time to appreciate how beautiful Gojira is. I mean, just look at him. I was minding my business when in the distance I saw something. No way. Could it be the Ghidorahs? Could I finally get my revenge? I swam towards Isla de Maro, ready to fight, but it wasn't Ghidorah, it was Biolante to pretending to be Ghidorah. Who's gonna tell this Biolante Halloween is in October? But it didn't matter because he died and... No way, Dad! I was so shocked, he even smiled at me. I was happy, I found my dad. He even let me piggyback ride him. Then I saw Burning Godzilla. Wait, hold on. Is he my uncle? I was so happy, but I had a question in my mind. So I asked my dad the question everybody was thinking. Is Mothra my mom? Oh my god! I knew it! I knew it! He later said he didn't know where she was, but Ghidorah popped Mothra. Now you guys know why I hate Ghidorahs, man. I thought this day couldn't get any better when Grandpa arrived! Oh my god! We got my grandpa, my dad, and my uncle? We even got a pet spider. But the spider decided to attack us, so we all had to put him down. After I killed the spider, I turned around when I saw the unthinkable. My dad killed my grandpa. This can't be. I know what I have to do. I began attacking the Godzilla when he used his attacks. I dodged it when Grandpa came back from the dead. Somebody got his reboot card. I didn't want to fight my dad anymore because the Godzilla came back, but he used his beam on me, so I had no choice. I began attacking, but this wasn't looking good when my uncle, the burning Godzilla, came to my rescue and my dad was defeated. I'm sorry, but you killed Grandpa. I was sad. I didn't know what to do, so I asked advice from my grandpa when he came back. Run! I began running, but the Godzilla didn't care. He wasn't chasing us, and I was confused. Me and Gojira headed back when Grandpa started attacking my uncle. What? Why? I didn't know, but I knew if I let that Gojira 1v1, he would lose. So I did the only thing I had to, save Grandpa. My uncle was dead. I felt terrible. He saved me from my own dad and then I killed him, but it was worth it. I had Grandpa and that's all that matters. I noticed a bunch of jet jaguars fighting and you guys know how I feel about jet jaguars, so I attacked one of them and the other one ran away. He couldn't take us. When I turned around, I saw the Godzilla die. Dad, what? How did he die? Bro died because of air? I was devastated, but not for long as this goofy owl worm attacked me for no reason. Like, huh? Too much death. Too much fighting. My grandpa, my dad, my uncle. I couldn't handle it anymore and I had to leave this town and find my own journey. So I went. I didn't know where I was going, but I knew I had to leave. I had no choice. I noticed a Muto behind me. No, leave me. This is my journey and I have to complete it myself. The Muto left me and I was about to leave when... No way, Mom! How could I leave now? I had to go back. I told the Godzilla to come back because Mom is here. Then I noticed something. A Muto was fighting Grandpa. I had to help him out. As I was helping Grandma, Mothra came to help, but she didn't. Instead, she blinded everyone. Eventually, we killed the Muto. Later, I realized something. Mothra's name looked familiar. Wait, my dad Godzilla died and came back as my mom? Nah, bro, what? But I didn't care. I was happy to see Mothra. I wanted to ask the Gojira something. Why does he keep fighting with everyone? Like he fought with nearly every kaiju he sees. And if it wasn't for me, he would be dead. And he responded with, I don't know. I like it. That is the most Giga Chat answer I've ever seen in my life. Everything was going well. I was happy when Grandpa, what? He disappeared. I didn't have time to process what just happened as a jet jaguar came to attack me. But eventually me and Mothra killed him. He came back, but I noticed something. Dad? No way, we got everyone! I rushed towards him when he attacked me, eventually killed me. I don't know why my dad killed me, but eventually the Godzilla 2014 killed Mothra and the Gojira, my family. It was all over. On day 41, I spawned on Birth Island. There wasn't much to do, so I left to Tokyo. When I arrived to Tokyo, I saw this Kamata-kun, and I wanted to ride him like a taxi, but he didn't like it, and he began attacking me. I couldn't let him get away, so I attacked him, and I told him, bow to me and say that I'm the king of monsters, and I'll let you live. He attacked me. Who does he think he is? I had to teach him a lesson, so I distanced myself and used my beam. I gave him one more chance to say that I'm the king of monsters and he said no. You know what? I had to respect that. He was about to die and he still didn't care, so I let him live. Then I saw Godzilla 2021 and I told him I was the real king and not him. He didn't like that and beamed me. I used my 200 IQ move and hid behind this Godzilla. Since I was half HP, I needed to run. I could never take on a Godzilla, so I made a loop around Tokyo when I saw Mecha Godzilla. And after last video, I love Mecha Godzilla. I noticed two Godzillas staring at each other and I realized something. I am the better version of them. So I told them, I'm stronger, I'm smarter. They attacked me. While I was trolling the Godzilla, a behemoth walked by me, and I don't want to be rude, but behemoth is built like a bus. He disagreed with me, so I had to roast him. However, this Manila did not like it and began killing me. I had no chance against the Manila. I respawned back when I saw Gojira speaking fact. I couldn't agree more. Apparently he disagreed and attacked me. Please subscribe. I spotted the Manila that killed me and I wanted revenge, but after using my beam, I charged him. But this Godzilla attacked me for no reason. After making the Gojira run away, I got on the Ghidorah. Now this is a wholesome moment, but it was cut short as he attacked me. I just wanted to fly, man. But after killing him, I noticed something. Titanic? What? I spotted a Kong in Tokyo and before I attacked it, I saw the Manila. As much as I hate Kong, I hate this Manila more, so I initiated the fight. He killed the Kong and wiped me too. I respawned in Tokyo and began breaking the buildings. I was farming XP and minding my own business when this monkey came out of nowhere. I told him to chill and he listened. He turned his back on me and left. But you guys know I hate monkeys, so I beamed him and chased him down to Tokyo, where I asked for help from the boss, also known as the Behemoth. He did not like this and began chasing me. I told him to chill and it was only a joke, which worked. But I must have angered him after I said El Behemoth. This time he wasn't playing. He chased me for so long, eventually I got on the boat. I hoped the Godzilla would kill him for me. This Behemoth was strong. Whenever I used my beam, he would regenerate in seconds. So I baited the Giant Jaguar and Godzilla to kill him, but he killed them both. Oh no, I was in trouble. I was tired of running, so I made the last stand, but he had trouble getting up on this island. So I asked him if he was okay, which he responded to, like in the shark movie? What? He eventually made it up and with 2 hits made me half HP. I didn't want to die, so I ran away. I was low. 1 hit from this guy and I would die. I tried my best, but eventually he killed me. Who knew a bus could swim that fast? Day 50, I spawned in Tokyo when I saw a Godzilla. I wanted him to know that I was friendly, but he roared at me. Man, who do you think you are? I charged him and fought him as best I could, but he defeated me. I was tired of always being on foot, so I decided to get Ghidorah. He wasn't expensive, so I unlocked him. Day 51, I spawned on Birth Island and checked out his moves. I flew all the way to Iron Damara, where I saw like 100 kaijus teaming on this mecha, so I decided to team on him. But it was cut short as this Muto attacked me. Since I was low level, the Muto managed to kill me. So I respawned in Florida when I saw the same mecha Godzilla, and I did one of the most horror acts of all time. I chased him down for 4 minutes using my beam over and over. I mean, we went from Antarctica to Florida to Tokyo. I felt bad for him, and after I killed him I was like, nah, this shouldn't be allowed. But this gave me an idea. I wanted to annoy as many people as I could, so I flew back to Tokyo and anyone I could beam from 100 meters, I did. As I was doing this, I saw my dad. Oh my god, I was so happy. I found my dad as Ghidorah, but then when I said dad, he said, oh no, I dropped the milk on the way, and he flew away. Don't worry guys, he'll come back, right? Right? I don't think he's coming back. I at least wanted to know why, so I asked him if it's because I'm ugly and no! Guys, please tell me, am I ugly? I couldn't handle this emotional damage, so I switched back to Gojira. One thing I love about Gojira is every Gojira sticks together. I mean, I began attacking this burning Godzilla when the other Gojiras helped me out. Team Gojira all the way. However, this Gojira attacked another brother. I don't know if he thought he was special because of his colors, but I didn't allow that and told him not to. So he stopped. And what in the Squid Game is this? Nah, kill this thing! When I killed the squid, the Gojira came back for revenge and attacked us. On top of that, the burning Godzilla came back for revenge and I died. I'm 100% convinced it was the squid. He cursed me. Day 55, I spawned on Birth Island, but no one was there, so I slowly made my way to Tokyo when I saw him. My dad, who went to go get the milk. I was so happy, so I tried to ride him, but he told me I'm adopted? No, man. I couldn't let that slide, so I began attacking him. I chased him down when he told me. I knew I should have picked another one. Bro, why are you doing this to me? After biting me, I was 10 HP and begged him to let me live. And he did. I was so hurt, I began killing this monkey, which didn't go well. Man, I hate Ghidorahs and Kongs. When I returned to Tokyo, I immediately targeted the monkey when this thermo cooked him. I don't know why, but I told this thermo I would slap him. Oh my god, man, I was joking, chill! I tried baiting the Frostbite Godzilla to fight the thermo, but I failed and died. I spawned in Isla Damara on top of the Shin Godzilla. I wanted to ask a question, but the Shin didn't want to hear me out. I had no idea why he was trying to kill me, because he gets no XP. But I don't think he knew who I was, because after using my 200 IQ brain, I killed him. Then the Frostbite wanted to kill me, but I recognized him. He was the same Frostbite that fought the thermo. This only meant that the thermo won, so I told him, let's get revenge, which he said no to. Okay, no revenge, then you die. I don't know what I was thinking. Day 57, I spawned on Birth Island where I saw this mecha Godzilla. I was 90% sure this was the same mecha I did that to. So I wanted to apologize, but he attacked me. You know what? You deserve that. This mecha Godzilla was faster and stronger. I couldn't escape him, but instead I did something insane. I jumped in the water and hid. No way. He can't see me. He couldn't see me for a long time, but eventually he spotted me. I ran as fast as I could, and this mecha must have been mad because he chased me all the way to Tokyo. But there I managed to lose him. Now I was hurt and I wanted revenge. But look, it's the Ghidorah too. Nah, I have to kill them both. But unfortunately, I stood no chance. I got bored playing the same character, so I went as Kamata-kun for the first time ever, and I spawned in Tokyo. This guy was so slow. I went under this Godzilla as a joke, but he didn't like it. What'd I do, man? He killed me for no reason. Nah, man, this guy sucks. I quickly switched back to Ghidorah as I had an idea. I flew back to Tokyo and let the trolling begin. I was beaming everyone on sight, and not too long the destroyer found me. Uh-oh, I was in trouble. I knew the only way I could survive is I needed to run away. So I used my movement, dodging left and right, and with barely any health left, I managed to escape. I was too low to continue fighting, so I went to explore Skull Island. I went inside some hole and measured myself. Wow, I didn't know Ghidorah was 170 meters. After getting full HP, I flew back, this time ready. Now I had to be smart and not get caught. And oh my god, 5 seconds in and this destroyer wants to kill me? I tried my best. I even asked help from my dad, but it didn't help and I died. Day 65, I switched back to Godzilla Jr. and went to Tokyo. There I met this Godzilla. I was getting lonely and wanted a new friend, so I asked him friendly and he said yes. This was great as now I had the Godzilla 2021 as a friend. The Godzilla also told me that the Gigan and the Batterer were also his friends, so I asked him if I was his best friend, and he said, I don't know you. Wow, I was hurt. But out of nowhere, this Muto attacked me. While I was fighting this Muto, Godzilla Jr.'s animation stopped working, and eventually I beat him. Now at this point I got angry. I wanted to be his best friends and he said no, so I challenged him into a fight, and I told him, I will keep killing him until I was his friend. But I was mistaken. As remember earlier I said he had friends? Yeah, they all teamed on me. I couldn't let him get away with this, so the next couple of days I annoyed him as much as I could as Ghidorah beaming them. Like, you guys can't get mad, it's a 3v1. And he doesn't want to be my friend. Day 70, I changed back to Godzilla and decided to do my challenges when this Muto spawned out of nowhere. Later, I went to Florida to explore. Bro, I didn't even know this was here. When I was in Tokyo, I decided to do some trolling, so I beamed this Godzilla and hit immediately. He had no idea what was going on. But I ruined it when I misclicked and broke the building. He spotted me and charged me. But I don't think this guy knew who I was because I destroyed him and the Kamata-kun that tried to kill me. I am officially the King of Kings. But not for long, as this Optimus Prime Transformer killed me. When I died, I completed all my rewards and this gave me a lot of G-Cell. So much that I was able to unlock Godzilla Millennium. I was excited as this was my first time ever playing as Godzilla Millennium. So I spawned on Birth Island and checked out his abilities. I then headed to Tokyo. One cool thing about Godzilla Millennium is if you hit 4 people with your pulse or your atomic beam, you can use V and you get a huge speed boost, damage boost and regeneration. This made the guy insane. I mean, I literally killed 2 Godzilla 2090s as level 1 Millennium. Oh, I could feel the power now. I also saw a Skullcrawler in Tokyo, and this was my first time ever seeing any Skullcrawler in the game. And then later, I told him, he's gonna die, and I used my pulse. The Skullcrawler was strong. I mean, I barely did any damage to him. He eventually killed me. I respawned back in Tokyo when I saw 2 Godzilla. I asked if they want to be friends, but they started fighting each other for no reason. I felt bad for him. When I turned around, I saw Kirui Mechagodzilla, and this guy is the scariest kaiju I've ever seen. I challenged him to a 1v1 and he accepted. And watch this, guys. With one beam, he took half of my health. Nah, I'm afraid of this guy. I knew the only thing I could do is run, so I did. I arrived to Florida by day 83. There I began destroying some buildings when I heard a random noise. Bro, who's vacuuming Kaiju Universe? I went to investigate, but I didn't find anything. So I headed back to Tokyo. There I saw Ghidorah and Kong, and you know I don't want there to be beef between us, so I did some 360s so they know I'm friendly. But this Kong charged at me, and I couldn't let him get away with it, so I used my beam and everyone started fight. Eventually the Kong died, and I didn't care about the Godzillas because they didn't attack me, but they continued attacking me and I told them to chill. I respawned back in Tokyo and oh my brother, what? No way! We did some 360s and I began riding him. This is so cool, my brother. He later decided to leave and I had to let him go. But this Gigant beamed me, so me and this Godzilla attacked him and he ran away. Later I noticed this Godzilla saying boss. Boss? Huh? What is he talking about? And he explained to me that he has been working for the Godzilla 2021. That was cool. I want someone to work for me. So I told him, from now on you work for me. He ignored me. I couldn't handle the rejection, so I told my brother to do it. So I used my atomic beam and attacked the Godzilla. This was a bad idea as his boss came out of nowhere and killed me. I spawned in Birth Island when I saw someone I recognized. Now I could either attack him or befriend him because I wanted to get revenge. I want someone to work for me. I want my right hand man. So I told him if he killed the Godzilla 2021 for me, I would work for him. But you see, I was playing him. I was using the Kong into believing I would work for him, but instead he would be working for me. And he agreed. So we both went to Tokyo ready to get revenge. Now brace yourself guys because the next part is insane. We arrived in Tokyo when I saw him. I wanted to make a plan, a secret plan, an ambush, but this monkey just charged at him, so I had no option but to help him out. I used my beam and together we beat him. The Godzilla was not happy and said I was teaming, but I got the idea from him when he was teaming, but Don't worry guys, it gets crazier than this. At this point, me and Kong were running Tokyo. We were the strongest and there wasn't anyone to challenge us. But I knew that Godzilla would come back, so I had to be ready. He came back so soon. Oh no, I needed the Kong. He ambushed me. I was alone. I stood no chance, but I needed to go fast if I wanted to kill him. So I respawned and no! Without thinking, I beamed the Godzilla. This was a bad idea as he was way too strong for me. He charged me down and I tried my best. And yes! I did it! I beat him! I made sure he knew who I was, but he was not happy and he would come back. I met up with the Kong and I told him that I did it for him, that I got revenge, but he came back, this time as Thermo Godzilla. This was bad. With one pulse, he cooked the Kong alive and then came after me. I stood no chance and he killed me. He might have won the battle, but he did not win the war. He then said, "Know your place, teamers," disrespecting me even more. I headed back to Tokyo alone and this thing did not go well. He used his nuclear pulse like 20 times in 10 seconds, killing me. And you know what hurt the most? The trash talking. I couldn't handle it. The score so far was 2-2. The Kong didn't want to help anymore and I was all alone. I stood no chance, so I asked for help from anyone that was willing to help, but no one accepted. I changed back to Gojira as he was my strongest kaiju and went to Tokyo. But he wasn't there, so I asked him if he was scared, but he told me that he was coming back. This gave me some time to recruit someone new. I asked the Shin Godzilla if he was down. The Thermal Godzilla convinced the Shin not to become my friends, and the Shin believed them and rejected me. Oh no, time was running out and I had no, it was too late. He was here. I used my beam and he came after me. He chased me and killed me. However, soon after he died, other kaijus killed him, but he was complaining about getting teamed. Now guys, this guy attacked me, the Gigant, the Godzilla Jr. and the Rodan, and he gets mad about teaming? Now something is wrong with him. Since he killed me, the score was 2-3. I spawned back in Tokyo when I argued with him back and forth. Then I saw him. Without thinking, I attacked him. Fortunately for me, he was fighting a Ghidorah and I was able to kill him. Now for all the times he was trash talking, I decided to do it myself and I said easy. He was angry. He began asking his friend if he could help him out to defeat me. Now I knew I needed to get a team of my own, so I asked this Ghidorah and Kong to stop fighting and that now they work for me. The Ghidorah agreed, he even bowed to me, but something bad was about to happen. This monkey said he wants to 1v1 the Monster Zero. Man, is he okay? The Godzilla is coming back with a friend and he wants to fight another member of the squad? Man, I hate monkeys. I told him no and that if they did, I would not like it. Things were not going well because the Monster Zero said yes. The Godzilla was coming. I told him multiple times no, that we needed to stick together if we wanted to beat the Blue Godzilla. But they didn't listen and began 1v1ing. I had to do it. I'm sorry. I told you not to do it. Why didn't you listen to me? After the monkey killed Monster Zero, he came back. I had to run away. Man, if only they listened to me. He made fun of me and said, "Nice team." I can't let him get away with this. I need to win. So I told the Ghidorah to come to Birth Island. We needed a plan, a new tactic. But this was going to be hard as the Godzilla had his own team now. I waited in Birth Island for the Ghidorah to come. I even made friends with the Shin Godzilla. And eventually, he came. I told him the plan and we were ready. And I asked the Shin if he wanted to join us. He said no. So I killed him. No one says no to the king of monsters. After killing the Shin, I told the Ghidorah to never betray me like last time. He said okay, and we were ready. So we made our way there. They knew we were coming and they were ready too. Good. I want them to know that I'm coming. As I approached Tokyo, I saw them. He was teaming with a Mecha Godzilla. I told the Ghidorah to fight the Mecha and that I would fight the Godzilla. This is what it came to, guys. The score is 3-3. We went back and forth. Him killing me and me killing him. But now, the winner takes it all. I used my atomic beam to get some chip damage and he charged me. I fought him like there was no tomorrow and yes! I killed him! We did it! But the battle was not over yet as the Mecha Godzilla was still alive. All was left was just to kill the Mecha Godzilla. The Ghidorah was struggling, so I had to help him out. I used my beam and I knew he was low. I was low myself as the other kaijus attacked me, but I knew it was all or nothing, so I charged him down and killed him. Yes! We won! We did it! I was so happy. Later this Mothra killed me, but I didn't care. We won. 4-3, I beat him. Gojira, the real king of monsters. At day 100, I told the Ghidorah to meet me on top of the volcano. I told him who I was, and I told him that he was the best kaiju that I ever played with, and I said my final goodbyes. and flew off into the sun. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. I had so much fun making this video, and if you want to see another video like this, let me know. Please do not take anything in this video seriously. It's all jokes. It's for entertainment, guys. No disrespect to any of the Godzillas or any of the Ghidorahs here, guys. I love you. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get 10,000 likes. Peace.